Who here is leading to the best of their abilities? Who's managing to the best of their abilities? It takes a lot of effort, right? We have information coming at us so fast. This information is coming at us at light speed. It almost takes a Superman approach or Superwoman approach. Superman, he takes a lot of effort to be Superman, right? He's holding down these two jobs. He's got a pretty good gig going over at the Daily Planet, right? He's flying around the world, okay? He's saving people. He's got a girlfriend in distress all the time, right? He's got relationship issues, right? He's got this kryptonite thing on his mind all the time. It takes a lot of effort to be Superman. It takes a lot of effort to be a leader as well, right? Especially in a time when business isn't easy. Sales are declining, profits are stunted, employees are frustrated. This is a giant mess out there today. I love Ralph Waldo Emerson's quote, "People only see what they are prepared to see." How many people have seen this logo? Do you see the arrow in Amazon? What is the arrow pointing from and to? A to Z, right? Okay, how many did not see that, if you're willing to admit it? Yeah, okay. Now that you've seen this logo, which we're going to see a lot of this logo over the years, right? The arrow in the logo and what the logo represents. Amazon has everything from A to Z, right? Now once you see this, can you unsee it? You can't. ROE is faster decision making. It's teamwork. It's employee engagement. It's taking idea to action. An idea without action is a pipe dream, right? It's working smarter, not harder. There are three ways in business. And to describe a way is not a permanent state. Okay, we're not labeling people. We're not saying it's not anything you can't grow beyond. We're not saying that you're stuck in this static state of thought. A way is not a label. A way is a way of thought. It's a way of thinking. And ultimately, it's a way of communicating. Now, Way One is the Chief Vision Officer of the organization. They're responsible for seeing not just 1, but 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road. But not only are they supposed to see 5, 10, 20, 100 years down the road, they're supposed to have a visual acuity of being able to see everything going on around them at any given time. A Way Two is somebody who sees 12 months in advance. And they're responsible for taking a strategy and applying it to the vision. They're not the chief idea architects when it comes to the grand picture, but they are taking strategies, usually a 12-month plan, and tying it to a business objective. Way Three thinkers. Way Three thinkers are the tactics. They're the ones who they're focused most straight ahead, laser-like focus, the concentration that baffles any Way One, right? And they're the ones who are performing all the actions that are tied to the strategies that's tied to the vision. You ask 10 people what vision is, you're going to get 10 different answers. What is vision? Vision in a business is like trying to describe what an instrument sounds like. How do we describe sound? What does sound like? Describing vision in an organization is like describing sound. It's not possible. You can't do it. The way you describe vision is you play the sound of music. You play the sound of business, right? And you do that through strategy. You do that through tactics. You do that through business objectives.
Too often organizations have been running behind ROI without realizing what they need to really invest to get the true ROI out of a company. So I'm really glad that Michael was able to capture his views, his concept in a very easy to read, simple book. And also he's conducting workshops to educate people that why ROE is just as important when you're looking at getting return on investment at a corporate level. And I bet many of the concepts that he's talking about can also be applied at individual levels.
What we've done with ROE is simply taken the business model and laid it on its side. I think the hierarchy, the top-down model, the original, the traditional organizational chart is antiquated. I don't like to look at top-down. I like to look at side-by-side. So how do these people communicate side-by-side? Can a Way One communicate with a Way Three? No, they can't. A Way One cannot, you guys are smiling. We'll talk off camera. Way Ones cannot communicate with Way Threes. In order for a Way One to communicate or to converse or communicate with a Way Three, they have to revert to Way Two thinking. Okay? That's very important. We think in many different ways every day. Knowing when to think that way and how to then communicate that way is very important. Jim Collins will say the most challenging part of building successful organizations is getting those right people in the right seats on the bus. Do I sit in the front of the bus, the back of the bus, the middle of the bus? And if I'm sitting on the bus, how do I communicate with the person to my right, to my left, in front of me and back of me? We connect these people together, identify how to communicate to each other, how to think, how to look for awareness through our broken arrows or our strong lines of communication. And as soon as we do that, it becomes very, very apparent as to where the problems sit.